Close Sarah Huckabee Sanders accused a reporter of asking a highly inappropriate question when the reporter asked about General John F. Kelly's criticisms of Congresswoman Frederica Wilson. Frederica Wilson and the widow of a U.S. soldier killed in Niger. USA Today. Each week, USA Today's On Politics blog takes a look at how media from the left and the right reacted to a political news story, giving liberals and conservatives a peek into the other's media bubble. This week, a fallen soldier's grieving family was thrust into the center of a politicized fight. Rep. Frederica Wilson, DFLA, told reporters that President Trump told the widow of a soldier killed in Niger that her husband knew what he signed up for, but I guess it still hurts. Trump then called Wilson a liar. Wilson later fired back, and Trump's chief of staff and Gold Star father, John Kelly, slammed the congresswoman for listening in on the call while seeming to confirm her version of it. The whole unseemly mess has proven right fodder for commentators from both sides of the political fence. Last week Trump is winning his war on black athletes. Liberals sigh just when you thought the left could sink no lower, the left sinks lower, writes Fox Business host Stuart Varney for Fox News Opinion. Varney took issue with a politician bent on grinding her anti-Trump axis listening in on a phone call between the president and the mother of a fallen soldier. Trump actually called the soldier's widow, although his mother said she listened to the call as well. Let's be clear what happened here. Frederica Wilson is part of the left's hate Trump brigade, Varney said. She deliberately inserted herself into the president's condolence call and used it for political purposes. That is low indeed. From the left, Wilson versus Trump and Kelly. Easy go with Wilson. Frederica Wilson is no liar, wrote MSNBC host Joyanne Reid for the Daily Beast. The Florida congresswoman is the latest, and pointedly, the latest woman and person of color, to be attacked by Trump for daring to tell the truth about him. Reid said Trump has a history of false statements and that when he called the congresswoman a liar, he called the family, who confirmed her account to the Washington Post, liars too. As to why Wilson was in that car, listening to that call, the answer is simple: because Myshia Johnson and her family wanted her there, Reid wrote, explaining the congresswoman's close ties to David Johnson and his family. Reid also said the irony of Kelly going after Wilson for listening to the call is rich beyond words, because Kelly listened as well. From the right, can we get a scurrilous accusation of racism thrown in there? Town Hall political editor Guy Benson said, despite pledging to disengage from her unbecoming battle with Kelly, Wilson proceeded to call Kelly a racist because she could not resist the bright lights of the media. Oh, can we get a scurrilous accusation of racism thrown in there? Of course we can. Now decorated veteran John Kelly criticized her because he'll say anything to keep his job and because she's a black woman. Natch. Benson also dismissed arguments that Trump's attacks on Wilson were motivated by race. Is Trump happy to go the racial route as a means to an end? Absolutely, and it's a terrible, childish impulse. But anybody who's insufficiently glowing in their assessment of Donald J. Trump is liable to end up in his rhetorical crosshairs, regardless of race, gender or creed. From the left, Kelly's attempt to turn Wilson into a lying villain has backfired. Kelly leveraged his own credibility to shield President Trump when he claimed Wilson was dishonest, said New Republic's Alex Shepard. Kelly attacked Wilson for allegedly acting disrespectfully during the dedication of an FBI field office in Miramar, Florida, to two FBI agents who were killed in a gunfight, wrote Shepard. The problem here was that, as video that has since surfaced proves, what Kelly said wasn't true. Throughout this scandal, the Trump administration's response has been to lie and to use military service as a shield from criticism, he said. Looks like they're not abandoning that strategy anytime soon. From the right, Wilson thinks her tasteless and selfish behavior made her a rock star. Many on the right were outraged by a video of Wilson saying, "You mean to tell me that I have become so important that the White House is following me in my words? I will have to tell my kids that I'm a rock star now." The Federalist said it showed Wilson decided to double down on her selfish behavior and that she thought her tasteless behavior made her a rock star. From the left, this is not Trump's Benghazi. Some normally responsible commentators are delving into speculation about the cause of this crisis that crosses the line from reasonable speculation to irresponsible conspiracy-mongering. Sick, wrote Laura Seif for Slate. Many on the left are comparing the Niger ambush to the 2012 killing of 4 Americans in Benghazi, Libya. But the real similarity is that liberals are heading down the same path that conservatives traveled with Benghazi, one of irrational, fear-mongering claims that only serve to prolong the suffering of the families of the fallen while doing nothing to explain the root causes of the even. She said, more this is the fallen soldier who Trump reportedly said knew what he signed up for. More Trump's handling of cases involving troops killed in action, part of growing controversy. More video debunks John Kelly's claim that Frederica Wilson took credit for FBI building funds. Reader, share this story. https://usat.ly2jixtao